What's poppin'? We here in the flesh. It's been a long time coming, y'all.
It's another episode of Design Detox with Deondra, man. In the flesh, Jacqueline.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
In the number.
Okay. How was the trip and all that?
It was good. You know, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Man, hey, y'all, she come all the way from Atlanta.
Yes.
This is our first out of the. I'm just kidding. She from here, y'all. If y'all know, y'all know.
Y'all know.
Y'all know what's up.
Arkansas is home.
Yeah. So tell us about you. Just introduce the people to you. Your own way.
Woo, child. My name is Jacqueline.
Okay.
And I go through many changes and seasons within a day.
Okay. Break it down.
You know, what do I need to tell the people?
Just whatever.
Just whatever is on my mind?
Yeah, whatever's on your mind. Like, who are you? If somebody say, hey, who's Jacqueline?
Okay. Arkansas, raised, born in Cali, went to UCA, got my degree in PR. Ever since I graduated, I've been doing freelance public relations. Not recently, 2019, opened up a cleaning business. So that's like the gist of Jacqueline. All things entertainment, though. I love it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's it. No kids.
No children. No children.
No husband.
No husband. No husband. Okay. None of that. Single. Guys, I'll be 30 this year.
She's single, y'all.
I'm single.
That's funny. You know how David Shanson them be. She's single, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
all
single.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, dang. So that's Jacqueline, man. So the reason you even on here is because you the Jacq of all trades.
Jacq of all trades. Anything you need done, I'm your girl.
So we want to know all about it.
It just depends.
Let's just start with what you got going on, like present day. You know what I mean?
So I take hiatuses, guys. When I get overwhelmed, I will fall off the face of the earth. It's not good. I do not recommend you doing it.
Okay.
But I do it, and I do it well. And then once I come back, though, it's just great. So I just got back into PR. You know, I got a few clients that I'm working with in the entertainment space and in the organizational space and product space. So I'm getting my feet back wet with that. And it's been, a ride. It's been fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. PR. What else you got going on?
That's really it. PR. And of course I have my cleaning business. So I do that as well.
What's the name of that?
Clean Queens. We're in Atlanta though. We're Atlanta based.
When you gonna get somebody in Arkansas?
Nah. You're taking me too fast. But if you need some cleaning in Arkansas, I will send you a wonderful recommendation.
Okay. I'm just waiting. But yeah, we too fast. That's in the future. We ain't got that. That's the end of the pod.
There we go.
My bad.
There we go.
Yeah, if you need an investor, once we get, we can talk about that at the end.
Sure can.
But
sure can.
So anyway, PR, cleaning business, single. What else?
Yes. That's it, man. I'm just preparing myself for 30. That is a big age to me.
I'm 30 right now.
It gets serious at 30.
Well, it does, yeah.
Right. And I don't mean that in a bad way because I'm excited for my 30s. I know a lot of people are like, your 20s are your prime. I don't believe that. I believe once you get 30, that's your prime.
Oh, yes.
That's when your prime starts. So I'm excited just to see what's in the future.
Definitely.
So I just been preparing myself for that. I have a series on Instagram, Jacq turning 30, preparing to be an auntie. I haven't launched it yet, but I have all the videos recorded.
You sound like me right now.
I literally have all the content recorded. It's ready. What? I just haven't posted it yet. But I got time. But yes, follow me on Instagram, Jacq of All Trades. I'm definitely going to put that out before I turn 30. And it's just, things I need to know before I turn 30.
Okay.
I need to be ready. Okay? Ready.
I'm 30. I can tell you there's nothing.
I need to know. Like the other day, my feet hurt so bad.
Oh, my goodness.
What are we doing about our feet? Because they hurt.
What kind of shoes you wearing?
Nothing is comfortable. People keep recommending stuff, and it's not working.
Now, hold up. There's this girl, some nurse. She wears these Nikes. They kind of look like them, those kind of high top, like old school.
They're comfortable. So she said,
she says she worked 12-hour shifts. She says she work out in these shoes.
What?
We're going to have to check these shoes out.
That's
I should have got the name,
but
but
stuff like this, we don't talk about this type of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I need to know what's going on.
No, you're right. We don't.
So that's what I've been doing. I just been trying to get back into the PR space, preparing myself for 30.
Okay.
You know?
I
haven't been doing much.
I got you. So, okay. Now that we kind of know what you have going on.
Yes.
We know some challenges already. Right. 30, right. You're funny. But I want to know about a project that you've been working on.
A personal project?
PR,
or
cleaning.
For a client.
For a client.
Well, let's see.
I'm trying to understand what PR is.
Okay, a lot of people say that. So PR, it's basically just controlling the message from business brand to the public. That's basically the gist of it. Now, with that comes a lot of different systems that you can use to communicate that message. But that's all it is. You're just controlling the narrative, making sure your core values are being shined through with everything that you put out and you do. Mm-hmm. So we kind of just make sure that's good.
Okay, I like that. But can you walk us is there a quick version of like how this works?
No, because it just depends on the business.
That's what I'm saying. Well, let's say
a business that's new. Mm-hmm. Let's go with a brand new business. So as a public relations specialist, I will basically get a team together as far as like graphics, marketing, and then of course the PR. We're going to create a launch campaign. We're going to create the brand, the image, what the brand looks like, what it sounds like. Every time we post, we want it to be cohesive and make sure it ties back to everything that we're trying to do. For example, if you have a product that you're selling, we're going to come up with the campaign to launch it. We're going to come up with the packaging on how you're going to present the product to your customer. Everything, what it looks like, brand colors, the feelings, all that. We just get deep into everything.
Okay.
Now,
I want to hear about an actual...
Oh, like a client?
An actual client. You can't put it out there like that?
Well, the one that I'm working with now hasn't launched, so I don't want to give too much of that one. I have a client. She's a DJ.
Okay, now.
First time having a DJ as a client, so it's been different. But for her, it's interesting. So we want to make sure everything that we put out is like the type of events that she wants to do.
Right.
She wants to get away from like the club and stuff. She wants to do more like events and organizational work. Mm-hmm. So we just making sure everything we put out, her packaging that we send out to potential clients is correct, and making sure we're, just making sure this is what we want to do. We don't want to do the other stuff.
I got you.
We want contract work. Mm-hmm. We don't want no back end. Right. We don't want to do none of that.
Non-negotiables. Like, this ain't happening.
We want to just send her into another level type thing.
Okay.
So we've been working on that.
Okay.
Making sure the content that she posts is like lining up with all of that as well. That's very important because
the messaging. Yeah.
The messaging. Yeah. So that's what we've been working on with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You told us just a little bit, but I got it.
Yeah.
You just holding back.
I'm not holding back. Mm-mm. Not me.
Mm-mm. Okay. I got one for you.
Okay. Let's hear it.
No, let's take it back a little bit and we'll get back to the present. Like, what are this PR, like, hey, I'm going to be
Where'd it come from?
PR. Yeah, well, where'd that come from?
When I first got to college, my degree was, or what I was majoring in was mass communications. And that's a huge umbrella for those who don't know. So all the classes that they had me taking, I was like, this ain't what I want to do. But one of the classes that I was taking, it kind of introduced me to speech and public speaking. And from there, I kind of started breaking it down. And that's how I found the PR degree. And I looked at the track and I looked at all the classes. I was like, oh, this is something that I can see myself doing, which it was a lot of event classes, public speaking, crisis communication, things like that. That kind of piqued my interest. So that's how I switched from that. And that's how I started doing the PR. And then from there, I started doing organizationals on campus, UCA. And I would just be like the publicist, or I would do events for the organizations. And then that's how I was like, oh, I really enjoy doing stuff like this. So that's how I started.
Dang, that's it. It was strictly while you was in school.
When I was in school, yeah. Because when I was in high school, I don't have one of those stories like, when I was 5, I knew I wanted to be in PR. No. Dang. When I was 5, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't start, really discovering it until I got to college, taking just different classes and just doing the work and just seeing what fits, what doesn't fit. Like now, I know I don't want to be a publicist. That's part of the PR that I hate. I don't like reaching out to media. I don't like doing none of that. Trial and error.
No, hey.
Trial and error.
We all go through that.
Yeah.
But as you're talking, yeah, okay, 5, a lawyer. But at 8, well, maybe not 18, but say 16.
16.
What was your mind at? What did you want to be?
I was still stuck on being Olivia Pope.
No way.
Of course, Olivia Pope didn't come until later, but I was still I wanted to be a lawyer for a long time.
What happened?
I don't know. I think I may have looked at what it took to be a lawyer, and I was like, I'm good.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm good.
But what was it about a lawyer that stood out?
I think it was just helping people. You know what? That's what it is. Helping people.
Come on now. You act like you just figured that out.
No, I didn't, but you just brought it out of me.
Design Detox with Deondra.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what brought me to PR, helping people. And I love creating, and that's something that you can't do with being a lawyer, if that makes sense. Like,
can't be creative with it.
You can't be creative with it. But with PR, seeing a brand just come up with a name, logo, colors, just all of that is very exciting. And that's what really drawed me to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it sounds like we do some similar stuff, but you're calling yourself the PR person.
I mean,
why can't I call myself PR?
You could. Everybody else do it.
Interesting.
It's the words are interchangeable to me. PR, brand strategist, all of those fall under the umbrella of being a public relations specialist. So
this is really interesting. It falls under the umbrella.
So PR is a large umbrella. It's so many things you can do under it.
So if I said, hey, I need a PR strategy, does that make sense?
Yeah.
What am I even asking?
So I think if you say, okay, I need a PR strategy, you need help with your messaging. You need help with positioning. You need help coming up with content. You need help with making sure your branding is good. I feel like when you say I need a PR strategy, you need all the things. It's not just one thing you need. Because somebody can say, oh, I'm a brand strategist. They strictly deal with brands. Branding. Oh, I need help with product placement. They strictly deal with products, placing the product. But you say I need a PR strategy. I need everything. I need the branding. I need the campaign. I need the launch. I need the social media rollout. I need it all.
I see what you're saying. This is good. This is good stuff. Hey, we gonna find out today.
We are.
So, what is your favorite part about? You said what you didn't like.
Only thing I don't like is being a publicist.
Okay.
Everything else I find it exciting. I love coming up with ways to like launch different content strategies, how we should do this or do that. All that is very exciting to me. That's probably my favorite part. Just the creative part of it.
Okay.
Of it all. Yeah.
So cool. I'm going to save some of my questions for later, but we're going to we're going to mix it up a little bit.
Let's do it.
We're going to just jump into the clean queens.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to get some good. I already know some of this stuff. We're going to get some good stuff. But first, tell us how it started.
Clean Queens?
Yes.
Y'all, so I was in Arkansas, as you know. And one weekend, not a weekend, maybe a month, I just started feeling like I wanted something new. So one weekend, I decided I was going to pack my car up and move to Atlanta with like $800 to my name.
Ooh, I like this story.
It was very wild, actually. And of the $800, my dad gave me $5. So
wait a minute. Say that again for the people, because it's a good clip right here. Just look at one of the cameras. Right. One of them.
So one weekend, I decided I done had enough of Arkansas, and I was going to pack up my car and move to Atlanta. I had $800 to my name. Of the $800, my dad gave me $5. So you do the math. I really didn't have much. But I decided to do it. It was one of those faith moves. So that's what I did.
Okay, faith.
Major faith. And now even thinking about this, I don't even know why I be stressing sometimes.
Yeah, you big on faith. Because that was big.
That was big, but it worked out. Anyways, moved to Atlanta. Friends was already there, so I slept on a couch. And I needed to make some quick money because at the time I was working for American Airlines and I didn't transfer the job because it wasn't a position open. So I was really just out here moving and grooving on faith. And at the time, I was just doing some cleaning stuff on the side. Maybe after doing that for about 2 months, I made it legit, did the LLC, all that. And then that's how Clean Queens came about. And here we are, 2024. It's still going.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell us the other stuff?
What other stuff? Which part?
You just started this yourself?
No. I started with a business partner.
You missed it all.
I did. I left that out. My bad. I did start this with a business partner. Yes. And at the time, she already had a job, but she was just hustling with it. And I just made it legit when I became a part of it. So, yeah. I did have a business partner, though.
That's it? That's all we're going to get?
From that? Yeah. We're no longer business partners.
Okay.
You want to talk about it? Yeah.
We're talking about everything. Don't hold back.
We were business partners for probably 2 years, 2.5 years. And before we decided to go our separate ways. But it's just a lot. It's a lot to have a partner in business. Especially someone who's your friend. I feel like the lines can get blurred really fast and quickly. And that's what happened before we had to go our separate ways. But when we were working together, it was good. We were able to have way more business as 2 people versus just me being a solo cleaner now. And it was easier when it came to just like the branding, having 2 minds versus just one. Even though my specialty was the PR, but it was fun while it lasted type stuff. But it's, once we separated, I had to rebrand. She was no longer a part. And on the business side, some people didn't want to sign off on things. So kind of just had to rebrand and just recreate something new. It was a challenge, but it was fun. It was good. You could totally see the shift if you ever go on Clean Queens Atlanta Instagram. You could probably see the shift when it went from 2 people versus 1 in the branding and stuff like that. You can notice it. What you're saying. Yeah. But it was good stuff. It was a learning. It was an experience. It was.
Okay. Tell us something you learned about it. If you were able to even.
Yeah, if you're going to go in business with somebody, you just need to have everything in black and white. The paperwork just needs to be tight. Everything needs to be wrote out. Even things you think, oh, we won't have that problem. Write it down. Write it down anyway. We
ain't gonna get nothing.
Just write it down.
We ain't gonna get one of the problems.
I just feel like
something small that we can get.
It ain't even small. I think the biggest thing is just, when it comes to like finances, because again, we were younger. This was back 2020, 21. So, we just out here getting it in Atlanta, trying to just survive. And I feel like if the lines aren't clear, they can get crossed easily.
I see.
As far as finances are concerned, or even just decisions, about which direction we should go into the business. It can become difficult when I feel like priorities start to change. In the business, things can just get shaky.
Shaky.
Yeah.
All right. So we understand the PR. We understand the Clean Queens a little bit. So I like to ask these questions like, out of these 2 experiences, 2 journeys, that's one, it's Jacqueline.
Right.
Jacq of All Trades, right?
Right.
What personal experiences have helped you develop in these businesses?
I would definitely say one is just fostering relationships. I'm a big relationship person. I've gotten far with both the businesses just by building relationships and tending to those relationships. I think people take that part for granted, but it can take you far. For example, when I first started, I had a graphic designer who I hired, and we stuck together for quite some time before he just put his pen down or whatever. But he carried the business on the graphic side a long time, even without even being paid what he should have been paid, all because of the relationship we had. And we started that in college. Like, he was in a class and I was in class. I have this idea. Can you do this? And it just grew from there. So that's one thing I always tell people. Just make sure you treat people right. Be authentic and genuine with people, and you definitely be blessed because of it. Even with you. Like, listen, this man right here, he been through a lot of changes with Clean Queens and JBM, okay? The PR agency. He didn't seen it when it was just a little bitty old thing, and he done made it something grand. So I just foster relationships is just definitely something I learned in my personal that has spilled over into the business side. Okay. And plus, even with that, like, a lot of my referrals and clients come from personal relationships. They don't have nothing to do with PR. They don't have nothing to do with, they don't need no cleaner. You know, they could just be talking to somebody. Oh my God, I know somebody. Here go her number. I've gotten a lot of business that way. So I'm just thankful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did I just hear you say nobody really needs PR?
I ain't say that.
Well, what are you saying? You
need PR. Because I just feel like you definitely need PR, because you'll see a business launch and do things. For example, can I
do your thing?
Okay, for example, there's this business. They do really, I'm not going to say their name, but there's this business. They have like a lot of traction right now, and it's good. They have people wanting their product, but the business is moving faster than they can keep up with it. Dang. So instead of pivoting or coming up with a system and a plan to reach these new clients, they're kind of joking about it and like, oh, it ain't our fault. It's the client. It's the customers. We do have fault. They're ordering all the stuff when they launch. They're one of those businesses, they launch on one day, make the products available, and then once they sell out there, that's it. Cool. But then when it becomes a point where people are missing out because you have people, let's say, ordering, you only have a set amount. Let's say you only doing 500. You have a few people ordering 20, 40, 50 of the same. It's a lot. And I think that's a good problem to have. But once you go on there and you put out jokes like, oh, yeah, I got to get it when you can, this, that, that's bad. That's bad PR. That's not cool. You I don't want to cuss, but you like,
do your thing.
You shitting on the people who want to support you.
That's right.
You know, and that's not a good look. But if you had PR on your team, we could tell you, don't put that one out.
Don't do it.
Don't do that one.
There's a way to do that. And
there's a way to do it.
Yeah, there is a strategy to be, what is the word? I'm reading this book too. Over something. Anyways.
But yeah, it's a way to do it. I just feel like it's a way to put things out. It's a way to convey messages. Or like when you see businesses go through things and they make these statements, who wrote that for you? Why did you put that out?
That's right.
You need somebody on your team to be like, let's not do that one. Let's rewrite that. Let's put that out a different way. Let's say that a different way. It's weird.
It's like, yeah, they obviously don't have somebody on that
No,
team
they don't. Or even like,
recognize.
I love K-Halls in Little Rock. Community loves them, all of the things.
You just named somebody.
I know, but this is fine because they don't care about nothing. They post any and everything if you follow them on Facebook. Recently, somebody called and just pranked them and ordered a whole bunch of stuff, wasting their time, whatever. Horrible. They put out something on Facebook like, this one person about to ruin it for everybody. This has never happened to us. But we don't want to, punish the rest of y'all. Why are you telling us?
That
we
has
don't care.
Nothing to do with us. Yeah.
You just said yourself this happened one time and they've been in business for 10, 20, 30 years type stuff. Why would we put that out? That's horrible. We don't need to do that. That's bad PR. The whole myth, there's no such thing as bad PR, you're lying. It's always a such thing as bad PR. It's always. If it ain't good, it's bad.
I hear you.
But it's just stuff like that I see all the time. It's like, y'all don't have nobody on y'all team. You don't even have a communication specialist on your team. You don't even have a social media manager on your team. Because they would have told you, don't put that. It's not worth it. It's okay.
Dang.
That's an internal issue. That's a system you have to fix internally.
Yeah.
That's not a customer problem. That's a business problem.
You letting them know.
I see it all the time with different businesses.
You know, I'm the same way as you. I be saying stuff and I be like, I don't even know everything. And I see,
And I don't think I know everything, but I know enough.
Come on.
I've worked with a lot of businesses in Little Rock and in Atlanta. I know enough. I've seen both of the markets. People think Little Rock doesn't have a market. That's a lie. Little Rock has a market for sure. Definitely. Arkansas in general. So
this was good. Let's transition this. Tell us a time where design actually played a big part. You know, the actual graphics.
I don't want to name drop again, but I'm not gonna name drop. I'm working with this organization who relies heavily on graphics to just promote, to everything. It's just relied heavily on graphics because it's an organization. You don't have one voice because it's an organization. We just see what you put out. They can make or break you.
That's right.
Why would I go to an event when it looks like your graphics were done on Microsoft? That can make or break you. We don't take you serious. The tickets are $50, but this flyer looks like it was 10. That can make or break you.
Dang.
The way you roll out your product, your event, is sloppy. You know, it looks childish. It looks dated. I don't want to go to that. That can make or break you. That can affect your sales.
That's good, yeah.
That's why I want people to take branding seriously. Take PR seriously. Because people be like, that's a small thing. I'm trying to get sales.
Yeah, they let their kid or their cousin do it.
Or, I'm focused on getting the money. Okay, well, with a nice polished product, you're going to get some money.
Come on.
Yeah, you're going to get a little bit more.
You're going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But it's not, and my thing, if I'm talking to somebody maybe on a higher ticket person that understands the graphics a little bit, I have to push the video because it's like that's going to perform 34% or higher than your actual just regular graphic type stuff. And yeah, they don't understand.
I think we're trending into a direction when people are starting to realize the different formats and the type of attraction that they can bring versus just a story post, a picture post versus a short form video, long form, clickbait, send them to your YouTube type stuff, depending on the brand. I think we're starting to trend in that direction where people are starting to kind of understand it.
Right.
But even still, people don't want to pay for it.
They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and video could.
It's expensive.
Could be a house note a month.
Right. When you get ready to launch, you gotta have all this in your budget. When I first started PR, I work with anybody. But now, if you don't have a budget, we cannot work together because you're not serious enough. It takes a budget. It takes things to launch a brand.
Now, I know the budget depends on a ton of things.
Absolutely.
But what's a minimum somebody should even have?
I don't know. Because let me be clear. I'm not saying if you don't have $1,500 ready, I'm not going to work with you. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to have some type of budget. And it needs to include not only a PR budget, but your graphics. Those are two different things. When I first started, I thought it was one. And it took me working with some people to realize this is not the same. It's not the same. We need two separate budgets. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. Because it depends on what type of media you need, what type of formats you're going to do. It just depends. You utilize people's consultations.
We've said that before.
That's what I say. Just utilize those things and be prepared. Know what you want. Know what you want it to look like. That way, whoever you working with can give you an honest, fair price, and they don't try to work
based on
your
needs.
work with somebody, get going, and then you say, "Oh, I also need this." Whoa, we didn't talk about
it's
that.
Not in the scope.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. So you utilize the consultation for sure.
I got you.
Yeah,
man, Jacqueline, tell us about a time though, in either one of your businesses, where it was this pivotal moment that just changed your direction altogether.
I'm gonna go with the cleaning business.
Go ahead.
The moment I realized I needed to pivot was my first commercial client. First commercial client, and I realized the check that came with it.
Ooh,
I said, money. Big money. I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I could go with the commercial route and make 2-3 times than I would with just one residential house? Oh, I have to change the model. I have to change the system. So that's what I did. And I pivot to where I want to take more commercial clients than I do residential clients, because I can do the same, if not less, amount of work and get more money.
Right. And
I can take that money. I can do more ads. I could invest in videos. I can invest in, better graphics, things like that. So that's when I realized that the type of client I needed to be going after, that's when a light just clicked on for me.
Yep.
And I'm a solo cleaner. It would be even better if I hired somebody, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Yeah, we're going to get to it later. Yeah, we're going to hear about everything.
So, yeah, that's definitely when I realized, let me pivot. Let me change some stuff up.
So, outside of the money, what was the difference?
It was easier as far as, like, the work that it took. I feel like it wasn't as labor intensive, commercial versus residential. Because when you think about it, commercial versus residential, you don't have a lot of knickknacks everywhere. You don't got to do all that picking up. There may be one large bathroom with just stalls and a sink versus a residential house. You got to move the shower product. It's just a lot. I don't mind the work. But when I realized I can do a little bit less and make a little bit more, and my body wasn't as tired or sore, I'll go with this instead. So it was a lot less on my body. Okay. So that's always good.
Well, break it down with telling us about the process with that pivot. Like, what did you change to be able to communicate with them?
So the packaging, as far as like a price list, what all includes, changing all of that, changing the social media strategy as far as like content. So I'm posting less of residentials or I'm posting more of the commercial. I'm offering different packages for commercial. I even had a subscription base for suites and studios. So I had to develop that and kind of spend some time on what's fair for them and also me. So I had to do a little trial and error with that. And then even when I had a website, because I deleted it, but when I had we should talk about websites as well in a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I had a website, so I had to format the website to where the commercial stuff is kind of popping up first and putting that in the forefront. I had to do that and just kind of change up the forms that I was using, like the inquiry forms. And on the business side, I had to get like totally different insurance, because when you're working with commercials, properties and stuff, they require different types of insurance that you don't need when you have residential. So I had to change things on the business side as well.
Wow. But it was worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool. Now you said we gotta talk about websites. What's
we
up?
We do, because
you talking offline or right here, right now? Let's do it.
We can do whatever.
What you need to know
right now? Do we really need a website?
She gonna do that. We live, y'all. Boom. We live.
Do we really need it?
No, we really do. And this is
that's what I want. That's what I want.
No, it's another spot, but it's your home to be able to what's the word? To foster. Okay. Right? That's how they said, to foster this relationship.
Okay.
You talked about relationships, right?
Right.
But I can't be everywhere all the time.
And you
know
can't
what I'm
respond to everything.
And I can't respond to everything. I have to have everything.
A landing place.
Right. And people need those 6 touches, as they would say, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to have some of these 6 touches on my website. So, yeah, the messaging is going to get them. But then, hey, I got this free thing for you. You know, right? Little offer. Got this free thing to be able to educate you. So now, hey, I'm the man when it comes to whatever I got going on. Now you understand, okay, I'm informed. This guy knows what he's talking about. All of these things are on there. And then if you have other stuff, other resources, more resources and more information, or more, even some videos of, say, if I'm chatting, talking it up, like, yo, the testimonials, it's just more. All of that is on there. Yeah, you can put it on your Instagram or social media, but this is where it should be.
That makes sense now that you say that, because the website,
you can control it.
You can control it versus if you go on Instagram, you might have to cipher through a few posts before you can even get to what you really need. It's your voice when you're not there.
Exactly.
I knew the answer already. I just wanted him to break it down to y'all.
No, you is funny though.
Even though I don't have a website, but again, do not follow my lead. Do not do it.
Wait, why are we on this though? The same reason you ain't posting.
That's what I'm saying. Don't follow my lead, guys. I just feel like posting on social media consistently is exhausting. Yeah. Even coming up with the content can be exhausting. And I really think for most creatives, coming up with the content is the easiest part.
True.
Yeah. It's once you got to do all the editing. And then you got to figure out when should I post it? Where should I post it? How should I post it? It becomes too much. Plus running a business, I don't have time for this.
I think, my mindset with it, it's the same, that relationship. You got to keep that relationship going, but it's a different type of relationship.
It's a different type. It's demanding.
Yeah. I know, it's like, man, that ain't the type of relationship I'm trying to be
It's like having a baby. It's demanding.
No, it really is.
You have to constantly feed it. You have to constantly change it. You have to keep up with different. It's just too much.
Now we should though be changing the website over time. Like, we're making these small pivots all the time in business. But if you're not paying attention to your numbers to be able to do all that stuff, then you don't. Somebody saying, "Hey, what's the point of a website?" We're leaving money on the table. You know,
you're right, because even with the website, you're collecting data, emails, phone numbers, and if something ever happens to social media, you can be screwed if you don't have a backup plan. And a website is a sure enough way to make sure you're still communicating with your customers.
Definitely. Yeah, but look, we didn't win all left.
We did. Sorry,
but this was good. Look,
sorry.
Hey, we're used to our lives. We gotta start that back.
Yes.
We gotta let them know. We've grown a whole lot then, too.
We done went through some changes.
They ain't ready.
Hey, we used to go live, and it was good stuff.
It definitely was.
Live where you can just ask us questions that we would normally charge a fee for it during the consultation.
Man. Yeah, now my fee is... it's crazy.
Mine still ain't that bad, y'all.
Yeah. No, I'll give him some, we can
you
chat it up.
listening to this right now, he's going to give you a discount just because you tuned in.
Come on now. Look, there we go.
Say you heard it here first.
You ain't getting no discount, y'all.
Ooh, he lying.
I don't do discounts.
He don't believe it.
We can talk about that at a later date.
Okay.
Now, moving back. We back in.
Really
we off the live.
We didn't went to a tangent.
Because, no, we went live. Remember I said we live?
Yeah.
All right. Back to the pod.
Back to the pod.
Back to the pod. So, speaking of pod, you was on a podcast. You missed that.
Oh my God, I did. No, so when I say like all things entertainment, guys, I done dibbled and dabbled in a lot of things entertainment. Podcasts, live recordings, talk shows, production for the entertainment things. Like, I love all of that type of things. So I did used to have a podcast. Jacq said it. Yours truly designed everything. And it was really good. I just, talk my stuff on there. It was really fun, but again, it became exhausting. So I stopped doing it, and I have that bad. Dang. I need to stop doing that. But one thing that's consistent is I always do PR. If I don't do nothing else.
That's interesting. Why does that always come back around, you think?
Because that's truly my passion and things that I enjoy.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, that's what it is.
And I'm so glad you're using those transition words perfect. You're talking about passion here. Like, tell us about a time, though, when you first seen somebody passionate about something that had, like, this effect on you to know what, hey, doing something passionately was. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Like an example that I see.
An example. You're a family member, a coworker, something.
I would say probably like in college. I feel like in college it's a good time just to see people's passion. You don't really have no real responsibilities. You just strictly doing stuff you enjoy and trying things out. So there was this girl, dancing was her passion. And you can tell when she got on that stage, she left it all there.
Man.
And I was like, wow, I'm touched by her performance. I see this really means a lot to her. She spends a lot of time doing it. She was always rehearsing. She was always just perfecting her craft. And I was like, dang, this is good. She's like really into this. Like, she wants to go far. And to this day, she is still doing it. She's transitioned more to organizational work where she's teaching dance to the youth, but it's still, whatever she's doing, it always goes back to dance. It's always going to incorporate something that she really enjoys, no matter what she's doing. And so I was like, I want to know what that feel like.
That was literally for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, on a creative tip, of course, I've seen people be passionate about other things, but...
Well, that moment.
But that moment, I was just like... And during this time, I was still trying to figure out, like, what I wanted to do. And so when I was just sitting back watching, that's one of the things that I do remember, like, it was good.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, most people, they go back to, my mom or dad or something, but...
No.
You're not...
Because my dad was just... He's just going to do what he has to do for his family type things. I don't think he really even got to do his passion because he was providing. Wow. So he's retired now, and I'm kind of seeing what his passion is.
All right.
But back then, he was just trying to provide for his family.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, my mom wasn't around when I was growing up, so. But yeah.
Okay. Look, should we skip on? I want to know more about this.
Which one?
Just how you grew up and stuff.
I grew up well.
Okay.
You know, me, my brother grew up. Well, I actually have a lot more siblings, but eventually just me and my brother went to go live with my dad.
Okay.
So we grew up well, in a nice neighborhood, all that. I'm not from the hood, none of that.
Okay.
I was lived in the hood, but I'm not from the hood, because I know my people will listen. They'll try to get me real quick.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't have no stories like that. I do love hearing people's stories like that, but that's just not mine.
I got you.
But
yeah, we hear it because I really want to hear what that story is. This
Which
little
one?
Jacqueline, you know what I mean?
I was the kid that was just free to do whatever she wanted to do. Whatever avenue that I wanted to explore, my dad and family supported it.
Support.
That's kind of where like the whole Jacq of All Trades comes from. That started when I was a kid. I didn't know at the time I was going to be a Jacq of All Trades, but that's where it stemmed from. I was just able to be free and do it. Like, I know society today will be like, find a career, find a passion, stick with it. I don't believe in it. I believe in whatever I want to do, I can do it, and I'm going to do it. That's kind of how I have a PR business and a cleaning business. They have nothing to do with each other, Or that's how I'm able to, work with a nonprofit here, and I'm working with something totally different, a trucking company over here. So.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I know some people who do PR, like they stay in one industry. They only work with one type of clientele. That's not me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man, we got a clip there. No, the name of this podcast is Design Detox with Deondra. And you're a different guest because you're kind of in this field when it comes to design.
Right.
So, as you know, design is objective.
Correct.
Art, as you see all across the room,
right,
is subjective.
Right.
Right. So, most business owners, they're like, hey, I want this logo. And they think that's the all be all.
It's not.
And it's not. Hey, I don't need any messaging. Like, what can you
you can even break down the design before you even get to messaging.
So you can break down the design?
Yeah, you can break down more of the design process before you even get to messaging.
That's what you're saying.
Because some people, like you said, some people are like, oh, I just need the logo. I don't need a color scheme. I like this font from 1950. No, you don't. We need something else.
But yeah, with messaging, positioning, like, does this matter right now? Do we even know it? Do we even know what my messaging is?
Well, only reason why I say that, a lot of it stems from the design aspect, because if we go with something that's outdated, in about a year, 2 years, you're going to want to rebrand. And to me, you've wasted a lot of money if you would have just took your time with the design process. It's going to save you a lot of time later on, save you a lot of money later on. If you just take your time, really think about what you want, really think about what you want your logo to say, what you want your colors to make people, how you want that to make them feel. If you just really take your time with brainstorming design, then it's going to save you a lot down the road.
I got you. So the way I do with my clients is I do this, like, there's certain values that make up this person or that company, that business. That's going to tell me what kind of colors. It's not about what they like. Right. It's about what, like you said, what these colors
going to represent.
Yeah, represent. Anyways, this isn't the time to, like, break all that down. Right. I'm just curious, like, have there been a time where a client was just so focused on, hey, I want this to be blue. Yeah, like you said, that 19, whatever font.
90% of them are like that.
Yes.
But it makes sense because their specialty is not design. It's not PR. It's not branding. They want to, it may be passion fueled, and it may be, I want to make money. Here go the name. That's all I got. But I like those type of clients because they kind of giving you free reign to create something huge out of just their idea.
Yeah. You can coach them.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. You have to, position yourself to, you're the expert here.
Or you'll get a client and say, my favorite color red, so I want my logo to be red. Why? We're making cookies.
Come on now.
That I don't think this is gonna be best. Cakes by Abby. Why?
That's a whole nother thing.
Why do we want red for that? That doesn't scream a bakery brand. Red? Can we get a pastel, something nice and sweet? You want those little stick figure letters that we used to draw? No, that's too hard. Let's soften it up a little bit. Yeah. So yes, I do have people who will come to me and say, my favorite color is red and I want my logo to be red. No, but it doesn't represent the brand.
Exactly.
So absolutely.
Got you. So just moving forward, Jacqueline, tell us a time where you were crying on this journey. Like, what happened?
I feel like I cry every month.
No, come on now.
Okay, that's a bit dramatic.
No, like, what is something that happened, whether it's a challenge or something on this journey where it was like, dang, I'm finna give up. Like we all say, forget this
I mean, I feel like I've had those moments just when business wasn't good or steady. When I really had those moments when I was 100% full-time entrepreneurship, because you're solely reliant on you. So if you don't have no clients and you're not making it happen, you can't pay your bills. So I think I've had moments like that where I'm just like, well, what am I going to do? This is all I have. This is the plan A, B, and C. So in those type of moments, I think that's when I've kind of broken down and cried. And I give myself a short amount of time to cry and all that type of stuff. 48 hours. After that, it's time to figure it out and get it done.
That's what's up.
Plan your work your plan. That's one of my mottos.
Okay.
So, long as you plan to work and work that plan, it's gonna work out.
Come on. 48 hours though. What's up with that? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I can't sit and just cry and be sad for a week straight, I'm not gonna get anything done. So I give myself 48 hours to sit in my feelings. If I wanna whatever, cry, be sad, I give myself, cause I can't think when I'm sad. You know how some people can't think and clutter. I can't think when I'm sad and stressed out. So I had to give myself time to feel those emotions because I don't want to suppress them. So I give myself time to feel it. And then after I feel it, it's time to work. It's time to get it done now. It don't always last the 48 hours, but that's just all the time I give myself.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Man, Jacq, what are we missing? A lot, I feel like.
I don't know.
I feel like we're missing a lot here. You have been holding back. Y'all, she holding back.
What am I holding back about?
We didn't really get to know about how she grew up like that. She held back. She was like, I don't have one of those stories.
I just feel like it's boring.
It's not boring. It's what makes you, right?
I mean, I talked a little bit about it.
What if I even asked that like that? What makes you?
I just think, I'm a mix of laid back, carefree, but I still got a little roughness about me. That's kind of what separates me from the next person. Like, I'm going to keep it all the way real. I'm not really trying to pacify people's emotions and feelings. I'm not trying to waste your time or mine. That's kind of just, I keep it real, which I know a lot of people keep it real.
Yeah, what is keeping it real to you?
I'm going to tell the truth. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah.
If you bring me something, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not going to tell you it is just to get your money. I don't like that. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should put that out.
Okay.
I think you need to rework it. It could be better.
Up.
Straight up.
Now, where does that come from?
I mean, growing up with a dad who was just no nonsense type of blunt personality. I get a lot of my personality from my dad. I got a little bit more tact than him. But those of you who know my dad know what I'm talking about.
We need to know.
He just something else. He says whatever is on top of his mind. Good, bad, rude, it don't matter. He's saying it. Love him to death. But that kind of just made me say whatever's on my mind. But I got a little tact, like I said.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm not going to be rude.
I got you.
But yeah, growing up with a dad whose main focus was really to provide, he just didn't have a lot of time for nonsense. Which made me not have a lot of time for nonsense.
Yeah.
I respect deadlines. I'm on time with stuff, and if I'm not going to be on time, I'm going to let you know type of things. I'm not going to string you along like I got something ready for you. I don't have it ready.
Yeah.
I can't have it ready right now because I'm in a funk, and I'm going to be honest about that. A lot of people in this industry are not. They try to make it seem like everything is okay. I'm going to fix it. I'm not doing all that. If I don't have it in me right now, I'm not doing it. So people will always recommend, you should do this, you should do that. I can't do that. I tell you that all the time. I said the plate is full. I cannot even think about that right now.
Man.
I do that all the time. So I just like being real and being realistic. I feel like a lot of people in this industry are not realistic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you as soon as you launch, you're going to have all these sales and stuff within the first. It don't work like that. I'm not going to sell you this microwavable experience. It's a process. It takes time. I'm going to be realistic about it, and it's gotten me far.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See, that's what we were missing that. We needed that right there in the beginning.
Whatever. Well, you got it.
All right.
You had to pull it out of me, I guess.
I'm just like, dang, that's what I meant by you holding back.
Oh, okay.
Just let it go.
Okay. I got you.
Because now I'm wondering, tell us a time. Well, there's a whole lot of times. You just been like this. So you get that kind of from your dad.
Yeah.
And then, you saw passion at college. Okay, I'm liking that. And, you should study moving up, I would assume, right? You had your ups and downs.
Right.
So how is business looking? Like, is it where you want it to be?
Well, of course not. I would love to be 100% entrepreneur again. I'm not. I have a part-time job. And
you didn't tell us that.
Oh, I have a part-time. Yeah, I'm also one of them people who don't shit on other people because they got a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. I feel like your 9 to 5. Oh my God, I saw LaRosa post this just the other day. Your 9 to 5 or your job is your first investor. What a perspective shift. I never thought about it like that, but it is. Yeah. It really is. That's how you have to treat it if that's not what you want to do. Yeah. So I do have a part-time job, so it doesn't allow me to do or allow the time. And I'm also one of the people that be like, once you work your 9 to 5, go home and put in another 5, 8. I don't believe in that. I believe in rest.
Come on, rest.
I believe in it. I can't function if I don't have proper sleep. Yep. I can't think. So I don't believe in working myself to the ground. I don't believe in grind culture. You can sleep when you in your fit. I don't believe in none of that. Yeah. You know, so no, the business is not where I would like it to be. But I feel like through everything that I've been through, I'm finally grasping what exactly I want to do, the type of clientele I want to have. And now I'm kind of just figuring out how do I market to those type of people. So that's kind of where I am in business right now.
That pivot.
Yes.
I got you. Cool. With this pivot, I always like to ask this question. Like, who is it that you would need to either partner with or need on your team to really reach this goal that you're seeking?
I feel like I would really just need, I'm big on teamwork. So if I had maybe another person in the PR industry who is equally invested and want to have like the same type of clientele where I could split the workload with, that would really help me get into the level that I'm trying to get to. Maybe if I had just another like-minded person in PR, that would be helpful.
So, like, why is that? Just another person, another Jacq of all trades?
It don't have to be Jacq of all trades. This person can solely be focused on one thing. Because I feel like I'm all over the place enough for two people. What you're saying. So I don't need another person who wants to be everywhere at one time. That's one of my problems. I don't know if we're going to talk about that, but...
You talking about it.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get deep into that, but...
Dang, Jacqueline.
We can.
I need to know.
I don't know what it is with me wanting to do so much. I haven't mastered prioritizing all these ideas in my head.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So...
We're talking about it.
I don't know what to do. Like I have...
This is for real a problem.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me put the Coach Deondra Swan Dunn hat on. Okay. I'm the same way. No, this is what I learned. I learned this from this guy, graphic designer. What's their name? World and Vision.
Okay.
Those guys. So the guys, he said, well, I learned it from him, but he learned it from the guy who does God's, what is it? God's Dope or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Something like that. I got you. The guy told him, hey, just do one thing. It's almost like that same thing about the niche conversation.
I hate that conversation.
But my idea of a niche, I like how David Shands even break it down. It's like all these people, it's like a row. Okay, yeah, I get it, niche. Okay, I get, when it comes to the whole merchandise thing, just stick with the one thing first, and then we can put all the ideas out later. It'll come. You just got to be patient and love yourself. Do the patience.
Got you.
So this is just how I do it. Not saying this is the answer.
Right.
But this is what works for me. No, and maybe I don't have the. I'm not following you on when you say ideas. Is it just scattered? Like. Does it look like it can link with each other?
No, they a little scattered. Just a little bit.
Yeah. See, I had to give that's a whole nother conversation. Because when it comes to art and design, like how it's different, I was like, no, you can have that together with it.
You can think of an idea and you like, oh, that'd be good.
But it's like I have to know how to separate, compartmentalize, and be like, hey, yeah, I can do this here, I can do that there.
Yeah.
Even with the camera. Okay, I don't have a photography business.
Right.
It's just part of my package.
Right.
You're gonna make sure you got the headshot. You know what I'm saying?
Get you going.
And if I'm my target audience say is podcasters, I can bring in the art stuff and get you some design. All of it can go together in this package.
Right.
But most people look at it like, that's 5 different things.
Right.
But it's like,
but
it's like, hey, I can hook a whole podcaster guy
that ain't
up.
what I'm thinking.
But yours,
it's different.
Yours is different.
And I think
Let's
just to play on Jacq of All Trades, there's a lot of things that I want to do. Okay. But I remember one time we had a conversation of the one thing kind of setting everything else up. Focus on one thing, get that going.
Yes.
And then it's going to set everything else up.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at with it. Focusing on that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I solidify that.
What is the one thing?
Then I can. I mean, PR is definitely the one thing.
Oh, man.
It is. It's the one
it's
thing.
Kind of slow answering that one.
I was.
What else were you thinking of?
Because if I pivot in Clean Queens, it could easily become the one thing.
Mm-hmm. That commercial.
Right. And, bringing in staffing, it can easily. Woo. But I tried that. I test run that, and it didn't work out for me.
No.
Just trying to hire people.
You sure right. We talked about that
and
just a little bit. It just didn't work.
It just didn't work. I have a reputation, and it's really good. I have great reviews, great testimonials, And one person can come in and just ruin that for you. Yeah, all it really takes is one bad review on Google, and then it's like Spitfire.
You're right.
And that just pisses me off.
I like bad reviews, though.
Why?
That's a whole nother conversation. But it just really helps you make a bigger pivot.
Adjustment.
That adjustment. You know what I'm saying?
I guess in that sense, yes.
You got to know how to use everything.
You're right.
But, yeah.
You're right. It helps you make.
But tell us about these ideas real quick that you can share.
Oh, whatever.
All right, let's get into it.
I was at one point in time talking about the cookbook. Because,
Oh, yes.
I have so many things he forgets.
Because, no, I ain't forgot. I was thinking, man,
because
I should have bought some groceries and stuff.
Oh, my God.
I was like, man.
One of the things I enjoy and it's just like a release for me is cooking. I enjoy the whole experience of that process. And people are always asking for the recipes and blase. And I told you why I stopped doing it, because I just got discouraged. Let's talk about that, guys. Discouragement.
No way.
Because I was doing it. I put everything in my phone. And then one time my phone just erased itself. And I lost all the recipes. I lost all the possible names of the cookbook. I just lost it all. And I was just pissed. And I never started it back up.
I love when that happens.
I hated it.
It's going to be even better.
Lost everything. And it's my fault for even having it in my phone.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, that was one of the things. And then, of course, my sleepwear line.
Sleepwear line?
Yeah, I don't think I told you about that one. But I'm passionate about staying at home. I'm passionate about being at the house.
You are passionate.
What? I love being at the house. I love doing nothing. I do. So I want to make that experience wonderful.
Okay.
For people who love to do it as well.
So, okay, 1, 2. That's it?
Right now. The most important ones.
Okay.
Plus the PR, plus the cleaning. That's 4.
I mean.
And PR can go. It can take you this way, that way, quickly. But yeah.
Yours is, well, you can't combine that.
No.
You can't combine
2 different things. Then we'll be clients of the PR agency.
You can stretch the clean queens and then the lounge stuff, like sitting at home.
I kind of tested that. I got some candles made for clean queens that I gave as gifts. Oh yeah, you did the branding for that.
I did. What?
Yeah. So I the clients loved that. That was a good. They asked could they purchase. No, it was just a test. Just ordered samples. But it's just
that's what I'm saying.
like
I feel like, yeah, that could go.
Yeah, you're right.
The whole the cooking thing, that's more of a personal brand.
It is.
So I think you can do that.
Oh, I struggle with that.
Oh Lord.
I struggle. Oh my God. Okay, so when you asked me when there's a moment where you just cried or something, I didn't cry, but there was a moment in time.
Yes, she was holding back.
There was a moment where I was trying to decide if I wanted to just focus solely on personal branding and not take any clients, or do I not want to do the personal brand thing, like become a influencer creator type thing on the line, and then not
Jacq
work,
said it
and not work with businesses and brands and stuff. I struggled with that for a while.
Cause the personal, Jacq said it. What's the cooking, Jacq Cooks, or what
it
was
a lot
called?
of names.
I thought it was Jacq Cook or something.
It was something with Jacq for sure.
Or
even Jacq of All Trades. Remember we were working on that.
You sure right.
To
we're
do
just
the
making
personal.
that a whole.
Yeah.
We still got all that.
Oh, and don't forget Little Broke Travelers. You worked on that. It's just so much stuff. I'm telling you, I have ideas.
That. Did I even send? No.
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying.
That's in the personal realm.
Right.
I like that. All that would be under the Jacq of All Trades.
Yeah.
Boom. You can still do that.
We'll see.
But I think, like we said, we're doing the one thing to be able to. It's almost like the same thing. What's the lady said about your job?
Yes.
Whatever that quote.
Oh my God, I can't remember the quote. I used to say it all the time.
Well, you just said a quote here just today. You said your the first investment, the first.
Oh yes, your 9 to 5.
Yeah, the 9 to 5
is your first investor.
I think after that, it's like, hey, now your main one. You know what I'm saying, entrepreneurship thing.
Right.
It's gonna be that investor for all the other stuff. It's still kind of that same principle, because we know, like, to make money, you're gonna have to get into real estate and all that stuff.
Which
too.
I'm into that.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
I'm telling y'all, Jacq of All Trades is serious.
You need that to be successful. So that's gonna have to feed. What money is gonna have to feed that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you good, man.
We'll
you
see.
Just overthinking it.
Always doing that.
But yeah, we're gonna have to do that cook off, because
it's nothing.
Oh shoot!
You ain't said
Y'all
nothing
gonna
but
see
a word.
We're gonna do it. But what we missing? What do you see yourself in? We're gonna just do that one, because we gotta bring it back in. What do you see yourself in 5 years with all this stuff?
In 5 years, man, 5 years, I would like to have steady clientele as far as Clean Queens and JBM PR agency, as well as Jacq of All Trades up and going. I want that off the ground. Not just a thought, not just these ideas, but I want something solid out there where I can look back to this video 5 years from now. Dang, we was just talking about that, and now look, this is going. She has this out, I have this out, and it's well on its way.
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. How can people follow you and all that?
You can just follow me on Instagram, Jacq of All Trades. You can see everything on there. Cleaning Business PR. Business is linked in the bio.
That's simple. Okay.
You can also follow me, JBM PR, on Instagram. Okay. Clean Queens Atlanta on Instagram, Facebook. But like I said, if you follow Jacq of All Trades, it's all there. And you'll be able to see it.
Cool. Anything we left off that you want to share with the people?
I don't think so. Guys, I'm an open book. I've always said this. If you have questions, leave
us with a quote or something.
Yeah. Plan your work. Work your plan. Plan your work. Work your plan.
That's it. And we out of here. I appreciate you.